Now, page 4, the selfish, short-sighted, and constitutionally ignorant impeachment vote of Mitt Romney. Old Pierre Delecto is a deeply, deeply troubled person. Clearly, he's conflicted. Romney is a tortured soul. But just as clearly, the junior senator from Utah is extremely vain. And this internal torment and overwhelming vanity bubbled over during his twisted floor speech, desperately searching for some sort of rationale for voting affirmative on one of two articles of impeachment. Abuse of power. Romney voted to convict a sitting president of the United States for non-impeachable offenses. Abuse of power is not tantamount to a high crime nor misdemeanor. Yet, in Romney's warped, self-absorbed thinking, that fact is somehow constitutionally irrelevant and somehow not applicable to all 45 presidents to date. Truth is, Barack Obama, on down through George Washington, could have been charged with abuse of power. Romney, I think, understands this. So why, Mitt, why did you join Chuck Schumer and Bernie Sanders and Dick Durbin in giving affirmation to a purely politically partisan attack on an innocent president? Why did you side with Adam Schiff? Why did you validate the actions of a rogue Speaker of the House? Did you do it to prove that you have some kind of open mind? Do you think that such an anti-constitutional vote is somehow brave? Well, it's not, Mitt. It's cowardly. In fact, it's a cheap and easy vote. You knew, Mitt. You knew that there would not be the necessary two-thirds majority in the Senate to remove Donald Trump from office. You knew this. So you knew you had cover from 52 Republican senators who get it, who decided to stand with the founding document, not against it. Utah Senator Mitt Romney will go down in history as the only sitting senator who voted to remove a sitting president through impeachment of the same party affiliation. That's why he did it. That's why you did it, Mitt. You did it to stand out as the new Republican maverick of the United States Senate. However, what Romney apparently does not realize is that in voting to remove President Trump, he was also voting to remove the United States Constitution as our governing document. His vote was tantamount to an attack on the Constitution. Romney wants to make a name for himself desperately, claim some kind of ostensibly noble spot in history because he is selfish and short-sighted and constitutionally ignorant.
With my vote, I will tell my children and their children that I did my duty to the best of my ability, believing that my...
You can feel it. You can hear it in his voice. You know, they say he got emotional. He's emotional with himself. He is completely self-absorbed. He is this twisted, tortured soul. He reminds me to a degree, the little bit I've read about John Adams. John Adams was a great member of the founding brotherhood, if you will, but he was not a great politician, and he was not a great leader, and he was not a great president. And that's one of the reasons why he was a one-term president. And of course, we had that interesting situation that developed in the election of 1800 when he was ousted, when the election was effectively thrown into the House of Representatives, and we know what happened there with Thomas Jefferson winning, and John Adams leaving Washington, D.C. effectively in disgrace. John Adams, not unlike Mitt Romney or vice versa. John Adams kind of was the Mitt Romney of his time. He's a guy out there searching for his place in history. Mitt Romney has done pretty good as a businessman. Mitt Romney has a pretty good record in the private sector. It's the public sector he's completely mixed up. And you can go back to 20 years ago when he was 100% pro-abortion. He was, quote, pro-choice. He's on video saying, yeah, I believe in leaving a woman's right to choose on the books. He supports a woman's, quote, right to choose. Doesn't support the baby alive in the womb. But now 20 years later, I suppose he has an epiphany on that, and that he's suddenly pro-life. He certainly better be if he's representing the good people of Utah. He runs for president in 2012. He was our guy, right? We supported Mitt Romney. We threw our support and our weight and our money behind Mitt Romney. And what did he do with that? He had a very good opportunity to knock off a sitting president. Barack Obama in 2012 was weak. The economy was weak. Sure, he had just taken out Osama bin Laden and taken all the credit for it, but that was about it. It's about all he could run on outside of the government takeover of healthcare, aka Obamacare. Mitt Romney had a wonderful opportunity to knock the guy off. And what did Romney do? One of the most frustrating things about Mitt Romney in 2012 running against Barack Obama is he wouldn't call out Barack Obama for who and what he was. If I remember right, he called Barack Obama a good man, a good family man. Okay, fine. You know, maybe Barack Obama is a good family man, but he's trashing our country. And he's trashing our Constitution. But Mitt Romney wouldn't come out and say it. And he ran a horrible campaign. It's one of the reasons why he lost. And now, fast forward to today, before he runs for United States Senate, he goes to President Trump, or then President-elect Trump, and begs for a job in the administration. And Donald Trump, I'm fairly certain, in my heart, entertained Mitt Romney down there in Florida, only to kind of have the camera snap the two of them together. I do not believe that Donald Trump ever truly entertained having Mitt Romney as part of his administration after Mitt Romney stabbed him in the back. And so here we go again. Et tu, Brutus? Again. Mitt Romney stabbing Donald Trump in the back. You don't see this in the modern Democrat Party. You only see it among the Republicans in the Republican Party. And what Mitt Romney wants to be, he wants to go down as the new maverick of the Senate. Now that John McCain is gone, Mitt Romney wants to be considered the new maverick of the United States Senate, somebody who has an open mind. Well, unfortunately, that open mind has just slammed the door on the United States Constitution. So, how will history judge Mitt Romney? Will it judge him as the Democrat mainstream media characterize him right now? Brave, bold, maverick? Or will history understand that Mitt Romney's vote to remove President Trump was also a vote to remove the United States Constitution?
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.